Today might feel a little bit more like blackjack than actual magic because we are going to be doing a lot of gambling. But don't worry, I've preloaded the deck. That's right, guys. Today we're playing a little bit of craps, but don't worry, our dice are loaded. We are basically going to be doing a lot of gambling, but we're going to be fixing the gamble to be a little bit more into our favor. How we're doing this today is this deck is built around Cruel Claw. If you're not familiar, this is a 3-mana creature that's going to come down as 3/3 menace. Whenever it lands an attack on the opponent, you're basically going to go through the top of your deck until you find a non-land card. Exile that card. If you feel like you want to cast that card at that time, you can discard a card from your hand and cast it for free, which is kind of nuts if you're able to load up your top deck. And how we're going to do that today is hopefully get down a Haidatsugu on turn 5. And when this comes down, the Cruel Claw attacks. We can go ahead and put whatever card we want to find on top of the deck for the Cruel Claw to hit. Now, ideally, our win cons are the ones we want to put on top of the deck. Itali and Breach the Multiverse are those 2 win cons. We've also got a nice little removal spell, Virtue of Persistence, that if you can also get the backside of this for free, another huge value hit. It brings back all of our creatures over and over to continue this, pattern again and again. And we do have a lot of creatures here. We are a mid-range deck looking to draw cards off the Grixis with our creatures attacking in. Our other creatures can destroy and counter things like Urtai here. We can hit the opponent's hand with the bat. So there's a lot of versatility in our creatures that we've chosen to have here. Win cons, removal counters, things like that. And then we just packed up the rest of the deck with tons of removal. Gix Command for the Rabbit token deck. We've got a ton of cut downs and go for the throats because we got mono red we got to worry about. It's just aggro everywhere. This deck is fun though because you can kind of choose and pick what sort of utility spells you need to put into the deck based on the meta that we're running into. So if you guys find yourself running into more control, you might be able to throw in some counter spells into this thing. It is Grixis. You got the, world is your oyster basically, but super fun list. I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll jump right into it. Peace out, guys. All right, guys, here we go. We're playing some Grixis mid-range today. We're doing some Claw. This hand looks really good, actually. We've been playing nothing but crazy aggro decks, so these opening hands with cut downs and persistence is really good. We are in Diamond now. We just got here with this build, and a different variation of the build, but hopefully we can build off these wins and keep it going, man. Cruel Claw, very interesting card though. I love this card so much, and it's got a bit of a gambling factor to it, which always makes things pretty fun in the game, leaving things to chance. But we're hoping to minimize that with Haidatsugu. All right, looks like the first opponent we're going against here is actually going to be more of an Abzan control player. It's just straight Selesnya right now, but interesting. Okay. Very, very interesting. I do have the Urtai, which can blow that up, give them a card, and then I can drop down the Gix here to draw some cards of my own going forward. Urtai looks like it's going to come in clutch here in this first game. Very odd matchup, though. I am going to let this land because I don't want Urtai to get blown up by some removal spell here, so I'm going to let this land. It's 4 damage that I shouldn't be taking here because I can kill the Beza, but I want them to expend more mana here. Kind of get a better idea of what's going on. Plus, I have the option to counter if it's crazy. It's a pretty good card, actually. Yeah, I'm going to counter that. It's a card that can bring things back from the graveyard. It gives them a bit of a mana ramp situation, so let's counter that. I like that card a lot, though. Something I plan on using in the future for sure. Haidatsugu hits my hand. I need more mana to cast it, though, so let's hopefully hit a land here off the top. Nope, another Gix. That's brutal. All right, fair enough. That's pretty brutal, though. A land would be able to allow me to cast like a Gix command here to get rid of the Beza off that. Maybe give some lifelink, too, to my creatures. Gonna take some more damage, though. Probably gonna get hit with the Sunfall, let's be honest. Hopefully if it is a sweeper, if it's not a Sunfall, something that doesn't exile would be preferable so I can bring these back to my hand later. I could cut down my own Urtai, I guess. Search your library for a creature land card, reveal it. Okay. Are they ramping or are they finding a creature? They go for a creature. And we miss a land again. Oh, that's brutal. I guess we attack first. Missing land drops, never fun. Never fun. There we go. We're on the board. And we get a go for the throat, which I will cast here and now. Get this out of the way. Get lost on my own Gix here. Fair enough. That means, I mean, that to me personally, that means they don't have a sweeper, because why would you expend, you know, spot removal on one of my creatures when your very next turn you could just sweep the board? So getting down the Crew Claw here is not an overcommit, I don't think. It could still die to spot removal, but it's definitely not going to be a sweeper unless they just top decked it all of a sudden. Swayze back on the field. All right. If I play Hidetsugu, get a land. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can actually line up my top deck here, but I can't. There's no way for that to happen. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and Gix command the board here, getting rid of their Beza and their 1/1s, attacking with the Crew Claw and hope we hit something juicy. It's a bit of a gamble, but that's why we came here, right? We came here to gamble. Let's see what happens. We came to party, baby. Let's go. And party we shall. Opponent down to 7. Italy! Let's go! We got an Italy, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's what it's all about right there. That is what it's all about right there. Yes, please. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and draw cards equal to the greatest power. No. Let's just put 1/1 counters on all of my creatures, yeah? Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. I like it. A Tolly, man. Super clutch card to pull right there. A sweeper is gotta be imminent, right? Yeah, there it is. I'm not super shocked about that. I figured it was about time we got hit with one when the opponent's running Selesnya mid-range. We have some late game specialties though to hopefully deal with that. Let's go ahead and do this. And then next turn I will get down to Hidetsugu and then I will dial in whatever it is I end up top decking here. I'll be able to kind of choose what that's going to be, which is awesome. Assuming the opponent doesn't sweep the board again. I don't think they will though. They might go Blast Zone the 3 here. That's a good sign. I can deal with that. And the frill back, all right. Are they gonna, so they do cast it for extra mana? No, they don't cast it for extra mana, nice. Nice, which means we get the Hidetsugu play with the Crew Claw, which I haven't really got a lot of shine with that yet. So what do we wanna cast for free, essentially? So we wanna cast this for free. So that's going right on top. And then we'll throw away this land as well. And then we'll play the island. That's on top. We'll play the island and we'll get rid of the frill back. That way the Crew Claw gets through guaranteed. Because it's got the menace, baby. And we get the free Breach the Multiverse. Oh, no, the stack, though, the stack. Oh, the stack. We're gonna have to decline this. I was gonna move this to the bottom of the stack just for future. Let's go ahead and take off the auto order triggered abilities because I'd like to do the I'd like to have the option on which one of these I would like to do first. I guess that's my own fault though if you really think about it, because I could have just put the Breach underneath the land and drew the land. Yeah, I guess we don't really need to. Guess we don't really need to turn this off, do we? I just need to be better. I just gotta be better. Story of my life. Atali all day, every day. Yes, please. Yes, please.
I will protect you, Phyrexia.
Full controls on, my bad.
Begins.
And we'll steal another Atali and an extra. Well, we don't have forest, do we? Cancel that. And what do we hit again? Play that. And do we want to play this? I guess let them draw a card. I don't really want them drawing a card here because it's going to get them one step closer to a potential sweeper. So let's not give them that opportunity. It's really unnecessary. It's kind of overkill. And if we blow up their Baloth, like I said, they sweep the board. If they find an extra sweeper off the top because if I give them the extra card, I'm going to be really kicking myself. So I think that was about as good as a turn as we could have done, except for the fact that we didn't get the extra draw with the Gix there. But the good news is Starfall Invocation, totally fine. We have their Nissa, which is going to continuously produce value for us, and we can play things like the Virtue. Never mind, we don't have the Nissa. Oh my gosh, yes we do. GG's. GG's. That's brutal, man. That's brutal. Okay, what do we think about this hand right here? 2 Atalis in the hand, that's gotta go, right? You gotta go. This is a lot better. I'm gonna throw away the cut down. Go for the throat's just a little more versatile. So we'll throw away the cut down. We'll see what we're up against here. Cut down looking like it would have been pretty good. Here comes the hero. Oh, it's a Swift Spear, okay. I do love that I have the Gix command to eventually give lifelink to my Gix or any other creature I may have. And hopefully sweeping the board from all of the nonsense that's bound to come our way. Go for the throat's still better here than cut down though, because if they pump the Swift Spear up here and commit a lot of extra pump spells to it, I can still kill it here even if it gets too big. The cut down would have been a little bit more limited there. What's it gonna be, brother? It's a speedy little challenger. I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Takes away a bit of their card advantage going forward. Ooh, I'm gonna gamble. Let's gamble. I was gonna go Gix, but I'd rather gamble here. I should have played the other land. I had already committed my mind to the Gix, which is why I went with that land. Should have slowed down. You never know what you're gonna top deck. You should probably not preconceive your play until you draw the actual card. I do that all the time, and I take unnecessary damage. All right, more bodies is bad because we have menace we want to get through, but mono red has no intentions of leaving anything back to block, you would think, right? Please give me something good off the top though with this crew claw, man. I could really use it. Wow, they do leave things back. What? What? Worth it. Worth it. I'm trading. You want to trade? Let's trade. Didn't think so. All right, let's go. We draw. And we look for a spell. Cut down is good. Cut down is good. What do we drop though? Feels like I gotta drop the Atali. I know that sounds crazy, but I think that's the move. Because I need the land to get to the Gix command, right? And I don't think getting the Atali down is gonna happen anytime soon. All right, it all comes down to this next turn, man. If I could just hit an on-tap land, that would be ideal, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards, you lose 2 life. All right, that's a little bit of a setback in my opinion for a deck that's looking to get damaged through quick. Clearly they have another pump spell here, but how much is that pump spell going to pump the creature, right? Ugh. I don't know. Oh, wow. No pump spell, really? Okay, I'm happy. I'm even happier. All right, let's go. Let's attack in, see what we get. Roll the dice, baby. Let's go. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna play this side, actually. Let's go. I like that. I like that a lot. We've got to go for the throat, shuts down the Swift Spear for this turn, and then we start reanimating things like Itali. GG's. Come on. Don't love that. Come on, don't you want to just attach this to something for 3? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Just swing it right here. Swing it right here. There you go. Attaboy. All right. Here we go. We're taking 1. And Atali's coming down. Still waiting for that 1 land to give my lifelink to my Crew Claw. That's what we're hoping for. A Crew Claw is not great. I do want this though, because if I hit the lifelink, it's even better now. Perfect. Sacrifice and 2/1/1 counters. We're right back up to, what is that, 17? Ooh, yeah. And a free spell? Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I mean, why not? Hidetsugu I can reanimate with persistence, so let's start throwing things into the graveyard, you know what I mean? I'm getting both. I'm getting 2 for 1 here. They're still trying, bless their heart. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I really thought they'd concede by now. There it is. Okay, there it is. I just needed to do 1 more wait for it and it would have looked really cool. Okay, we got a little bit of removal into a claw, so I'm gonna take it. Hopefully the opponent's not also running a ton of removal. Preferably. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Ooh, I'll take that though. That's helpful for this matchup. All right, I think we have to play that first because we got to take any sort of precautions against removal. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of removal, so let's be real here. Counter spells as well. This might not be the matchup for us, guys. This could be the end of our run. The good news is those are just going to the graveyard and not exile, which means later if I can resolve this, we might be all right. I got to keep hitting land drops though, which is a bit unlikely here. Yeah, I thought so. That's about par for the course. That's unfortunate. Even a Hidetsugu here wouldn't be good because I don't have double blue. Let's just use it, and I don't think we're gonna have too many targets for this, so I know it's super low value to use them up on tokens that they can just regenerate every turn, but it's better than not using them at all, right? Let's go. Hey, we got another land. You know we're not resolving anything though. That's the bummer part about all of this, is that we are absolutely not resolving anything. I didn't expect to see any control decks today. I haven't seen any so far in the meta, so this just kind of caught me off guard a little bit. If they counter this, we're kind of cooked. Yep, we're cooked. All right, that's a bummer. Now it comes down to the Itali. Itali or bust. This makes me want to run a Cavern of Souls just for dinosaur. Hey, we got something to resolve on the field and it's dead. Hey, that was close though. We got past all the counter spells. Now we just got to get past all the kill spells apparently. No, we haven't. There's still one more counter. But yes, we've got the Atali resolved if we can get it. Gosh, if we could just get one more land here. You're saying it's possible, man, unless that top deck there is something bad. Oh no. We got the land, but it's slow. Not good, not good. It's all gonna come down to a crapshoot. A little roll here for the Atali to see what we get. Thank goodness that was land. That one card looming though still scares me. If it's a counter, hopefully it's a negate. Come on, Atali, you're our last hope. Yes, okay, now we gotta hit something though. We need double luck here. That's not great. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Not good enough, guys. We just ran into the buzzsaw of the natural born enemy of our build, which is just pure removal counter spells. This is about as bad as it gets for us. Probably gonna concede here after this next move. If they don't kill the Gix and I can maybe try to perform its ult, then I will stick around. But if they kill the Gix here with that Shieldred's Edict, might as well hang it up, right? Wait a minute. Oh no, they got a negate, right? Yeah, they got a negate. So exile top X cards to target opponent's library. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I'm only gonna draw things that are control spells though, which is gonna not work very well here, right? So, but this is not resolving. They've got a negate, so it's our last hope. It's our last hope. We need something awesome. That's fine. Damage has been done. Awesome! We got 4 lands. That's good games. Oh man, that's annoying. It is what it is. I mean, just a bad matchup all around. Oh man, we get a hand with basically all of our big things here. But I do have a cut down. The mana looks good. I can lead into it. I'm gonna try it, man. This is a scary one though. This is a scary one. Okay, there's a 4-drop for us. That makes the curve a little bit better. That's definitely gotta go. The opponent running Dimir colors again. Please don't tell me. All right, that's good. I can deal with poison. Poison is not at all like the other things we've been seeing. Okay, so whenever you proliferate, you return this back. Okay, we're gonna give them a chance here to counter our spell, but I think I have to wait on playing this. Let's see. Counter. No counter, nice. So no poison counter on us, then that's good. Nice, that's big value for us right there, in my opinion. Good land. It's a good land off the top. All right. There's our first poison counter. That's a problem because now they can start proliferating. We don't love that. Do not love that. If we hit this and they proliferate, they're just gonna get back their bat. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna go with the Urtai here. Probably blow up the rats. I just think we're too slow here is the problem, man. Poison can get going pretty quick and they can start rolling, but I probably should have went with this land, honestly, and then just went with go for the throat, but I instead chose to prioritize the Atali instead of the Hidetsugu, which I think was a mistake. Let's do it though. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, mistakes were made definitely in this one. Should have prioritized the other land. All right, this is gonna let them proliferate, which means that they're gonna get back that bat, and it's gonna come back down for 2. They get an extra card too. What are these weird matchups we just got, man, back to back? These are not meta decks, man. What happened to the mice in the red that we're prepared for? Here comes the hybrid, which they're definitely gonna play, right? And another rat. Okay. Not terrible, man. It's really not terrible. Cut down. I'll keep it. I don't see why not. I'll keep it. We're slow rolling here. We're slow rolling, but you know what? We're almost there, man. Hidetsugu comes out next turn. There's a chance the opponent kills Hidetsugu, but if they do or they don't, I still have the mana to cast what I need to cast the following turn, which is nice. All right, so I have to sacrifice a creature and get a poison counter. Sure thing. I'll just kill this now. We'll take 5 poison counters. This is getting really close. They GG me. You hate to see that. You hate to see the GGs early. Ooh. It's still, the plan still stands. The plan still stands. Yeah, we put that on top. Bump, 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 bump. They think the game's over, apparently. Hopefully they don't have some crazy spells. I mean, that's not very smart. Not when you know I stacked my deck, right? Here it comes. 7 damage to the face. A free Breach the Multiverse, which we know is going to hit the Atali. And what else? I'll take my Atali. And I'll take your hybrid so it can't keep coming back. And then we'll steal some more things from you. How about that? Yeah, we'll take something from your hand too. Shoot. All creatures get -2/2 to the end of turn. If opponent's control would die this turn, exile instead. Dang. We'll exile your card, sure. Exile your rat, which means it won't proliferate. Means your hybrid does not come back. And we'll take a look at your hand. I mean, that seems pretty good to me. All right, good game, man. Good game. Your GGs early were a little bit. They were GGing early because they were talking trash. You know how that goes, right? They were talking the trash, and then we hit them with the craziest combo, and then all of a sudden they just want to hit GG a bunch, so they don't seem like they were talking trash the whole time. We know what you're up to, bud. All right, I get to go first with a really good hand. I'll keep this. Let's actually see some, maybe, you know, some aggro again. This looks like maybe life gain. That'd be nice. All right, it is gonna be aggro. We love to see it with this hand. Swift Spear. There's my target for the persistence. I wish it was a hero, to be honest, but hey. Beggars can't be choosers, right? We'll take that out. I have run into some funny mono red players that really invested every single thing into a single creature, so that happens sometimes, but in this case they have a backup. They got the scamp. All good. Sorry guys, if I didn't say so at the beginning of the video, I am also not feeling super great right now, so unfortunately that is leaving me sounding pretty funny and with a lot of coughing issues and stuff, so my apologies. I'm almost over it, it feels like, but not quite. Gix resolves, let's go. We knew it would, it's mono red, come on now. and the opponent didn't pump the scamp. Gix command going to be extremely clutch here because the lifelink, I can't stress that enough. The lifelink tied to this thing is so nice. Now, what are the odds this thing can get over 3 toughness? Pretty high, I would imagine, but do I roll the dice on it and try to block? I don't think so, because I can just blow it up straight up with the Atali next turn. Or the Urtai, sorry, the Urtai. Felonious Rage. Do they want to proliferate that thing? They do. Are they going to kill my Gix? That'd be pretty funny. Oh, wow. Okay, they're just afraid of me drawing cards. You love to see it. You love to see it. All right. More Surveil lands. I am going to play this. I know I'd like to prioritize the Gix command coming down on curve, but I think the Urtai here is really going to catch them off guard. Ideally, they pump pre-combat. No, they don't. All right. So here's what I would have liked to have done. I would have liked to have flashed in the Urtai, blowing up one of the creatures, blocking the one that they didn't pump. But we need them to commit pump spells, which means we're not going to be able to block here, which is also fine because we can use the Urtai as the vessel for the 1/1 counters and lifelink. Oh man, I'm losing my voice. Really? Really? Okay, they're playing this pretty smart. Playing it pretty smart. Go ahead and pump up your other creature if you want. No? Alright. And then a scamp. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's the deal. The opponent is absolutely in a good position here playing that scamp out because we could have just played this and chose to sacrifice their biggest threat, right? Whoops. But now I have to do 2/2. And if I do 2/2, they're going to pump one of these above 2/2, potentially both of them above 2/2. So I'm still going to go ahead and force a sacrifice because of that pump potential. And I'm going to give the 1/1 counters. I don't love that. It's not great. But again, if they had just had the detective on the field, no matter how much they pumped it, they wouldn't have been able to avoid the fact that they'd have to sacrifice their biggest creature. But now that they've got the scamp out there, I have to, if I really want to clean the board, I have to choose that, destroy all creatures with power 2 or less. And they can just pump both creatures above 2 very easily. So it's just one of those things, man. There's no way they just... Really? What is in their hand? You're telling me they had no pump spells there. So these must all be creatures then. Apparently not. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I guess that would give us an answer on what's going on, right? What's in our graveyard? A Gix. Yeah, it's fine. If I throw it away and I don't find something better, I'm gonna be, you know, kicking myself for that. All right, what do we got? A hero. They need a hero. They desperately need a hero. I am going to block. Yeah, I'm gonna block. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Swift Spear. They must have just top decked both of those. So I still don't know what these 2 cards could potentially be here. I am gonna block the hero. I don't think it's gonna get more than 5 toughness off of 2 cards. It could maybe, but I doubt it. So there should at least be a trade happening here. I don't know what they're thinking. I think maybe they think I'm gonna fall for some sort of bluff. I'm not. It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna send my blocks where I need to send them, you know? Alright, it's about time our opponent tells us what's going on in their hand. Let's take a look. Unless, of course, I draw like a 7-drop that I need to cast over the bat. Hello. Alright, we get to go for the throat. That's very good. Unfortunately for the opponent, this is kind of the matchup we thrive in. And it doesn't look like they've been drawing very well. Deep Cavern Bat for the win. They clearly have something at instant speed though, which is what's driving me crazy right now, is that they haven't been taking advantage of these spells. Alright, I just don't want them to have any more instant speed magic because they're taking too long. So I'm going to take that, even though it's probably not the right choice. I just want to get this turn over with so the opponent can't hold the priority anymore over me. Let's take that out. And let's get this game over with, yeah? Go ahead and play out your hero, and I'm going to go ahead and take it out. GG's. All right, good game right there. All right, that was actually a good series of games, really. We had some really interesting crew claw interactions and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of fun, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. Cruel Claw is awesome. I love this card so much. I love the gambling aspect of this deck, and it felt pretty good. I wouldn't say it's amazing or anything, but you know, it's a really fun idea, and I think it can be built on for sure. And being Grixis mid-range, it's definitely got, you know, different things you could take out, put in based on whatever the meta's kind of adjusting to. Right now, it's just heavy removal because of all the aggro. If it switches more control, you can maybe go more discard counter spells, those types of things. Could be a lot of fun to mess around with this one though. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a huge thank you as always to everyone who made it to the end of the video, but also the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel, so huge thank you and shout out to everybody who's a part of that and helping support me monetarily every month. I really appreciate it a lot, and my nose is tickling. But thank you guys, appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you guys on the next video tomorrow. Till then, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. Yeah. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.